switching concept, VLANs, inter-VLAN routing, STP. So all these are for the switch. There is another one for the switch here, but let us skip this one for now. We do chapter 7 DHCP version 4. So what is DHCP? DHCP stands for what? Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Is to automatically assign IP addresses to devices, and to automatically assign IP devices and IP devices, and also you're going to assign IP, default gateway, subnet mask, and the DNS if you configure all these guys. So if I open my this one was for Ether channel, I'm going to close it. Yes, I put yes. I'm going to open for DHCP. I go to save DHCP. Oh, I didn't save. Okay, anyway. So this is DHCP. We can configure. So it's a device in your network that can automatically assign IP addresses to your devices. So we can get a router as a DHCP server, or we can get a dedicated appliance as DHCP server. So it's what we're going to do. So a DHCP is a device that will automatically assign IP addresses. So let me do a demo, then it will be much easier. Packet tracer. If I go to number 2, what's there? I go to number 2. Let me see if it's that one. Is it opening? Yes or no? Okay, while it's busy opening, so if we configure a router as a DHCP, anyone connected to the network will get IP address from the router. And this is the configuration we're going to do. This one was, now this one I have it already. Let me go to number 1. So if we need to configure the router as a DHCP server, we have let's say 3 steps. We have 3 steps. Step number 1 is, because a DHCP is a pool, I'm going to show you here. It's a pool. Okay, not this one neither. I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to call it DHCP v4. Going to save it here. DHCP version 4. So when you have here, you can get so DHCP. What is this one? DHCP dynamically assign IP assigned to devices like PCs, PCs only. You can assign what? IP address. You can assign also subnet mask. We're going to do a demo. We can also assign what's default gateway. can also assign DNS. DNS. Yeah. I zoom in. See? Okay, I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to add here DHCP server. Okay, here we go. So DHCP server dynamically assigned to devices like PCs, IP addresses, IP addresses, subnet mask, default gateway, TNS2 PCs. Meaning what? I have, for example, and then we have two ways. We have two ways to assign. We can configure, I put it here, two options. Router as DHCP, two options to configure. Router as DHCP, then we have what again? Dedicated, the dedicated DHCP appliance. Yeah. So if you know this one, the definition of DHCP, and to configure, we have these two options. So I'm going to do these two options. Option one, router as DHCP. Then we'll do also option number two. Option two, dedicated DHCP appliance or device. Yeah, you can say that. So these are the two options that we're going to configure, and we'll see how it works. So this is the router here. You can get your router here. You can bring a switch. Then you can bring two PCs or two laptops if you want to. You put them here. Then we're going to interconnect them to link them. Link them. Yeah. So if you open a PC, this PC, let me put this guy here. It's fine. If I open this PC, if I go to desktop, IP configuration, it should automatically, if you click on DHCP here, you see, before we are using static, we can, you as the network engineer, you can assign 192, 168.10.23. You assign yourself manually. It was static address. Now we're going to remove, and each PC should get all this information automatically via a DHCP server. Normally, if you click on DHCP, automatically you see requesting IP address. If we do the configuration correctly, then this PC should get, you see, DHCP failed. DHCP failed. So when DHCP fails, you can get an IP that will tell you DHCP is not available, and we call it APIPA. APIPA. AP. APIPA is what, or APIPA, it's up to you. Stands for Automatic Private IP Address. A feature in operating system, blah, 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 that is going to self-assign IP when a device cannot reach the DHCP server. So when the DHCP server is not available or it's down, you're going to receive this kind of IP address. And it always starts with 169. It always starts with 169. So if you see an IP address starting with 169, it means the DHCP server is not available or it's down. Okay. You see, it can be offline or busy or unreachable. Yeah. So now let us do our configuration. Let us do our configuration. And yeah, let us do our configuration. So to do the configuration, we're going to use a network. For example, let's use this network. 192.168.20.0. We're going to use that network, for example. So how to do the configuration? I should have copy paste, but I'm going to show you. Let me see if I have I should have. Okay. So I'm going to type. So first thing first, the first line, we're going to keep some specific addresses. These specific addresses, I will myself as the network engineer assign manually, because some devices in the network the IP address should never change. Should never change. A printer IP address should be static, it must not change. A server IP address must be static. So first line, IP DHCP exclude IP address. You see, 0.1 until 0.50. You see, so all these addresses I'm going to remove. I'm going to keep them safe. So let me do mine. Let me do mine. I come here. I open my router. This one is not a correct router. I'm going to remove it. Delete. And I'm going to attach. I'm going to configure this router. I open it. First thing first, you see, interface G000, I must activate it. And I'm going to put address. So you go to your router, you must activate that with default gateway. Enable conf interface G000 IP address. I'm going to assign 192.168.20.1 255.255.0. No shutdown. Also, you see that IP address is the default gateway for everyone. It should never change. You see, for example, my PC, if I come in search, I type CMD for the command prompt. I come here. To view my network IP address or my PC IP address, I type ipconfig /all. So this is the command you type to view some properties on my network interface card to check my IP address. I press enter. Because I'm at home, I'm using my Wi-Fi. I go to Wi-Fi adapter. Okay, you see Wi-Fi, wireless LAN. I'm at home. You come here and you can check my DHCP is enabled. It means my router, my Wi-Fi router is also a DHCP server. And I can get IPv4 or IPv6. So now here, my ISP is focusing on IPv6 only. It's giving me that IP. I got that IP address today, and this IP will expire tomorrow. When it's expired, I'm going to get a brand new IP. So you see, it's going to change all the time after 2 days or 3 days. It depends on the lease. How long the IP address I got is valid. You see? So it's going to change. So for the PC, it's okay. But for the things like the router interface, the default gateway, it might not change. If not, you have to go to all the PCs, change default gateway. So G000 is activated. Exit. So all this stuff, guys, on Saturday, we're going to do revision for all VLAN, inter-VLAN routing, Ether channel, and all this stuff. So please, if you can come, please come. We're going to do revision, packet tracer, and all this stuff. If you have questions. Now I'm going to configure my DHCP. So if you say I must exclude IP and IP, let me check. So IP DHCP exclude address. IP DHCP exclude address. So from 192.20.1 until 192.168.20. maybe 10. So you see, so from 20.1 until from 20.10, I must not, I'll tell the DHCP server, do not assign to anyone. Do not assign to anyone. See. Now we go to step number 2. I must give a name to my DHCP pool, the range of addresses. So IP DHCP pool, IP DHCP pool, I will say CCNA class. I give a name to my pool. Then the other step is what? Now I specify my range. Sorry, I'm going to close or something. 1 sec, please. Then I'm going to specify my pool. What pool means? The range of IP. So if I say this is my network, it means it will start. The range is what? 192.168.20.1 until 192.168.20.255. Okay, let's say 254. See, so this is the range. If I say I'm using this network, it means the IP addresses I'm going to use, it will start from here. It will start from 20.1 until 20.254. I can assign all these IPs to anyone, but I have some specific address I need to assign to keep as a static. So this one, I remove them from this pool. I remove them. That's why here, it's our first line, exclude. IP DHCP exclude addresses. You give a name to your pool. Now you specify your network. I go to my router. Now, network 192.168.20.0. I press enter. I'll put something wrong here. Network, incomplete comment, question mark. I need to add a network mask or a subnet. So 255.255.255.0. So first thing first, I remove the IP addresses. I don't want the DHCP server to assign to people. Be specific. Myself, I'll configure as static for the printers, for some servers. Step number 2, assign and give a name to your pool. Now, your pool is what you specify, your pool. I'm going to focus on this network. See, it means any PC who wants a IP will be taken from here. But you must make sure it's not part of this range. So the first IP that will be assigned will be 20.11, you see, 20.11, 12, 13, until 254. Step number 4, you must now specify the default gateway. The default gateway, the name will be default router. I put now default router, default question mark. Let me get this one, default router. Then you see my default router is what? Is all these guys. If you want to go out, we go via G000. And G000, we need to configure as this. So it means the DHCP will automatically assign this to all the PCs in my network. Default router, I put it here. So my DHCP will assign an IP address for my pool, will assign the default gateway, and we can also assign the DNS server. For example, 192, the server DNS will change the name to the IP. .2, for example. So you see, .2, this IP must never change. It's fixed. That's why you see here, I'll take it from this pool, from 20.1 to 20.10. You see, I take this one because I don't want it to change. Then you are done. You save, do copy, run start. You can end, show run. You see, and you have all your stuff here. I'll copy it. And I'll put it somewhere here. Oh, too small. I can remove this. I can remove this. So this is the configuration you need to do in your network.
Hello, Mr. Max.
Yes?
Sorry, I got a question. I saw this 192.16. Why is it .16? Or by the DNS
Yes, here.
server, yeah. Why is
Yeah,
it 16, not .168? Or it's just a mistake, huh?
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. So it fixed. Let me put it down here. No, let me leave it here. You see, so this is how it's done. So if it's well done, now I'm going to a PC. You see, automatically, you see 169. You see, APIPA. It means before it couldn't see the DHCP server, or it was down, or what. See? But let's refresh. You click on static. You click again on DHCP. Let's wait. Requesting successful. You see 20.11 subnet mask. You see all this information are automatically assigned to a PC. Let me go to the other PC. I click on desktop, IP configuration, DHCP, requesting successful. You see 20.12. You see, this is how it works. You see. If I add another PC, it will be the same thing. So option 1, configure the router as a DHCP server. This one I'm going to bring it down. To be a bit clean. Okay, guys, so you can have a look. Then we'll configure the second one. Then we are done for today, and on Saturday, we'll go through all this stuff. I'll give you some stuff to do. I'm going to check if you're doing well. So check this one first. Okay, so this is so all this thing is by practicing, doing the same thing many times, but at least you need to understand. Now, we're going to do the option number 2. Oh, option number 2 is what? A dedicated device. So what does it mean? It means what? I have a router, I have a switch, I have some PCs, then I also have what? A server. I'm going to call it DHCP. So you see here, a dedicated DHCP device. This is the guy. So I'm going to link all of them. see. Mhm. So a server, so like when you go to a restaurant, we have a lot of type of food. So we come here and we go to services, we go to DHCP, you see. We activate it on, we give a name to our pool, CCNA class. We default gateway, we G000 is here, we default gateway. I'm going to assign IP address also. I'm going to put the same one. Enable conft. So this time I'm going to say interface G000, IP address 192.168. This time 30.1. No shut to bring it up. You see. And this address is the default gateway. It means always, guys, if you want to go to another network, to go out, we need to go via this door, this gate. That was the default gateway. So I open the server, I configure everything here, default gateway, DNS. I can also put the DNS.2. I have TFTP server. Okay, this one I can leave them. Subnet mask 255, 255, 255. So the address will start from where to where. I'll tell the DNS, the DHCP, start from 192.168. Sorry, 192. What's happening now? Start, yeah. So 192, I come here, 168.30, and start from, let's say, 20. It means 30.1 until 30.20. We are reserved, we are excluded. I'll use one of them to assign to default gateway, DNS, printers. So I'll tell the GCP start from 21, 30.21. See, when you are done, you add. Is it add? Yeah, you add first. You see, now you have a pool with all the stuff, and you can save. See, save. You close it. It means this device, anyone in my company want an IP will get it from this guy. Let's check. I open this guy. I go to desktop, IP configuration, go to DHCP, requesting DHCP, requesting IP. Failed. You wait a bit because sometimes it will ARP. You do again. Static, you refresh. DHCP. Requesting. Failed. So why it's failed? We're a network engineer, you need to troubleshoot. You check here, you see this server, this device has also an interface to be configured, like G000. So you open it, you can go to desktop, IP configuration, you can assign a IP 192.168.30.3 for example, or maybe .5. You keep a subnet mask. The default gateway, we know 192.168.30.1. I can also assign a DNS 30.2. No, okay, I can assign that if you want to. So this one is for the device only, the appliance, for this guy only. I configure this interface only. Now let's check again. Static to refresh, DHCP, requesting IP successful. You see now. But we here is starting from 30.2. It's not normal. And the default gateway is not correct. So there is something wrong somewhere. Then you go back to this guy with DHCP. You check, you go to services, DHCP, and this guy, default gateway, it is there, DNS. Let's check there is something somewhere that is not. Okay, so here, I'm going to remove all these guys. I go to the interface only. Global setting, I go to interface only. And it's here, 30. That's fine, it should be fine. We go to desktop. Yeah, so we keep only this IP, it's fine. So as an IT engineer, always there is something not working properly, you need to fix. Let's go back. Let's refresh. It's still giving 30.2. And it's not giving the default gateway. We need to fix something. So we go back to this guy. Come here. Services, DHCP is on, it's fine. Let me come here. Default gateway is okay. DNS is fine. Start IP 192.168.30.21. Subnet mask is okay. So this one, I'm going to remove it. So why it duplicates? Okay, I'm going to remove one. I'm going to remove the one we did, and I'm going to keep the standard one. So here, I'll keep server pool, it's fine. Or I can use a CCNA class. Default gateway 30.1, DNS 30.2. Okay. Start IP address 192.168, sorry, 168.30. It should start from 21. Subnet mask 255.0, it's fine. Maximum of users, I can say 250 or maybe 200 on it, it's fine. And I just save. Server pool name cannot be edited. Okay. I just keep it as server pool, it's fine. And default gateway, I put normally I put 2. With packet trace, a bit complicated, but in real life, you can manipulate the way you want. Yeah, so let's keep like that, starting from 21. Yeah. So now why it's 2? This one I don't want to. So save a pool. Save a pool, I want to remove everything then. I remove everything. The reason I did to remove, no? I'm going to remove again and save. Okay. Now save a pool. Default gateway, DNS to, yeah, that start for 21. Number of users 200, and I save. Okay, now it's saved. So we only have one pool. It's fine now. It should be fine now. Now let's check again. We refresh. Okay, now you see 30.21. Everything is fine now. You see, it was confused because of these two configurations. If I go to other PC here, desktop, I go to DHCP, requesting IV successful 30.22. You see. So this is how it works, guys. Yeah, so this is what you should know. So on Saturday when we meet, we'll do revision on all these things. If you have questions, you may ask. We'll do some demo to understand more. Any questions? Okay, so if no question for now, it's okay. On Saturday, we'll do revisions on all this stuff. So on that day, if you have questions, I'll respond them. Okay, I'll send you the recordings as usual.
Yes, Sir Max.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, it will be very nice if you send the recording like just after the session, please.
Yeah, no problem. I will send it. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll send you next 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good evening, and we meet again on Saturday at CPUT from 9:30.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good